All praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. And this is going to be, I don't even know what to say about this one right here, man. But sometimes you be thinking, like, and people from the outside looking in can think that every single Hebrew Israelite man is some incel. We can't get, like, no woman would ever want to be with us and nothing like that. And that's the reason why we just talk so bad about women and we just hate women. Our mama black and all of these terms, right? We just hate women. No woman in the world thinks we're handsome. Nothing, you know what I mean? And we're just through. And that's why we're just disgruntled about women. That's what some people might think. But when you hear stories like this story that is in this video right here, man, you understand perfectly why the Bible says everything that it says about women. And I don't want to really spoil the video, right? Spoil what's in this video. So if you want to, before you even carry on finishing hearing what I say in this video, right? You can go on this YouTube channel here, JR Wisdom, right? And go into the last video that he posted up, and I'll give like a 5-10 second window where I won't say anything in the video before I start going into what actually takes place in this video, man. Right, and here it goes. All right, so what takes place in this video is you've got a female couple, right, that are both L's as part of the G3PT thing, yeah, and they're both L's. And they decide that they want to have children, which all the people that are part of them alphabeting and rainbowing groups, right, and they decide that they want to have children. They're all demons, because if you really cared about having children so much, do it the way that you're supposed to, which just by chance in this video, the women do it the way that you're supposed to with one of their male friends. So they say to one of their male friends, "Oh, you've known us a long time, right? You can get us pregnant, right? You can get us both pregnant because we want both of our children. That we want you to impregnate us. We want both of them to be siblings." So then they both sleep with the guy, when you can clearly see that the one on the left is one of them stud things where it's a woman that thinks she's a man and she tries to dress like a man and tries to make her hair look like a man's hair. You can see her with the Johnny Bravo hairstyle over there to the left, right? In fact, she's got this she's got the same hairstyle, really, as the guy on the right. So then they make this man sleep with them when they're supposed to be L's. So that's something that they're supposed to be against, right? They're supposed to be against it. But what you'll realize about these L's is they're against sleeping with men or men being attracted to them until they want something out of them. When all hell breaks loose, you're going to realize that a whole bunch of these L's are going to become more feminine than some of these women that have just been straight up saying that they're strictly. You know what I mean? I ain't even going to say it the way, you know what I mean? But you're going to realize that a lot of these women that are claiming that stud thing right now, or claiming that L thing, they're going to be some of the main ones trying to chase after men, and they're going to get denied by men of the Lord, because we wouldn't want to have no man that's contaminated with such spirits as what these women are going through, man. But anyway, back on this, what happens in this video, man, is that after the women get pregnant by this guy, they throw a baby shower, and he agrees to pay for it, right? Because he thinks, well, they're his children. So he's thinking, okay, I'm going to spend all this money because they're my children. But while he's at the baby shower, all these women have invited loads of men and women that they've been with previously, their exes, to this party. And he finds out that one particular man that was there comes up to him and says, they originally wanted me to be the father of the children, but I refused. So that's the only reason why you're doing it. So then that put his suspicions up, because he saw that the one woman on the left was getting all touchy-feely with this guy at the baby shower, and she tried to deny it to a certain degree. I was saying, oh, well, nah, that's not really what was happening. Nah, he just was getting a bit touchy-feely, but I just took it as he's happy for me. But a woman that's a stud, that supposedly ain't into men, they normally wouldn't want no man touching them in any kind of way like that. Which shows that the whole stud and all that alphabet and a rainbow is just wicked and bugged out anyway, because she shouldn't have an ex that's a male then, if it's real. And even with this whole stud and all this stuff that these people do, these women are bugged out because they're trying to make the male and female dynamic using only women. So the one that's the so-called stud, they'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna put on the male uniform and I'm gonna be a man and I'm gonna do the male thing," right? But then, man, women are wicked demons, and that's why the Bible says all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. To cut a long story short, right? They do the DNA tests on the two children to get the paternity test results on the children, right? And the woman on the right, the woman on the right, it turns out that it is his child. And then the woman on the left, it turns out that it's not this guy's child. So women are wicked. Like, you can't get around the fact that women are really very extremely wicked, man. You can't get around this. They got this guy to get them pregnant, but then at the same time as this woman sleeping, like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. At the same time as this woman sleeping with, as both of these two women, excuse me, are sleeping with this guy to make him get them pregnant, and it more than likely might have not happened the first time around that he did it. So are they really L or are they B? You know what I mean? Like, what letter are you, mate? What letter are they? Let me say it like West Bromwich man's. What letter am you? You know what I mean? What letter am you, bab? Like, what's up with this? Like, women are wicked as hell, man. There was basically like, man, the more men we sleep with, the higher chance it is that we're gonna get pregnant. But the original thing that they actually said that they wanted the children to impregnate by one man was because they wanted the children to be siblings. Oh, they're both gonna have the same father, so they're related. Which would be further proof that people, even wicked demons like this, they understand that the father decides the lineage. They understand that, man. Because even they was trying to be like, well, yeah, he's gonna have the same father. But then at the same time, they didn't really care. They didn't really care about none of that. They didn't really care about none of that because they was down. The one on the left was sleeping with two men, and it could have been even more than that she was sleeping with. But then at the same time, she's the woman out of the two of them that's trying to most be like a man, claiming that she's trying to be on that stud thing and all that, which just goes into how women are wicked. Like, people might say, "Oh, Hebrew Israelites, they hate women, meh, meh, meh." All right, but women do wickedness though, and women can do all the wickedness that men do in this earth, and they can do this kind of stuff. Men can't do this. Men can't say to a woman that's just gave birth to a baby that ain't yours, and trick a woman that's just gave birth to a baby into thinking that it's her baby, but it's not really a baby. Men don't have their physiological ability to do that, but women have the physiological ability to trick men into thinking that a child's theirs, and they was prepared to trick this guy. Well, the woman on the left was prepared to trick this guy into thinking that that's his child when it wasn't. And then the thing is, right, women will see other women do these kind of things, and rather than just only bunning out the woman that does such wickedness, they'll understand the psychology of why a woman would do something as wicked as that, because they're wicked themselves. Most women, them own selves, are wicked to do such things as this, man. Which the whole scenario is demonic anyway. We want to have a child, but we don't want to be with men and sleep with men. But at the same time, we do sleep with men when we want them to get us pregnant, and we're gonna sleep with men, but we're not sure if you're gonna be able to get us pregnant. So you know what? You're gonna sleep with me, and then I'm also gonna sleep with the guy that I really wanted to be the father. And then he's the child's father or whatever, unless it's some other guy. But it's just all around the world, all any way you can look at this is demonic and wicked, man. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of the woman. And the woman on the right hand side, she kept opening her mouth up in defense of this other woman. You know, you're the father. you know you're the father. There's no need to make remarks like that. You know, like the guy said one of two when he found out that it was his child with that other woman. But then now that now that this woman knows that this woman did that to her, somewhere down the line with her demon self, she'd try and sleep with some guy herself. Know what I mean? Or she'll try and get in a relationship with this guy on the right hand side because women are just all over the place through. And the more freedom they get given, the more wicked they become. Which is the reason why the Bible is clear and says, don't give a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad, man. Don't give a wicked woman that's your actual own wife liberty to gather abroad, and don't give it to your daughter neither. Because both of them will open up their mouth and open up their quiver to every bowl and drink from every fountain that's around them, man, which is what this woman did. She was drinking to every fountain that would quench her thirst, man. When it comes to these women that are L, they're wicked. When it comes to these women that are normal mode, they're wicked. When it comes to the women that claim to be B, they're wicked. When it comes to the women that claim to be T, they're wicked. They all do a whole bunch of wickedness, man. And when all hell breaks loose, man, a lot is gonna happen because if these women was able to deceive this guy into thinking that it was his children, he paid $5,000 for the baby shower thing or whatever, right? And they was prepared to. They brought him to court, like they brought him to court, knowing damn, and one of them knew damn well that he was right about everything that he was saying. But they're in front of the judge. No, no, no. That's what he's just paranoid. He was drunk. He was drunk at the baby shower. These times the guy's like, nah, I don't even drink. You're trying to tell me I was drunk. I don't even drink alcohol. And it turns out he must have been telling the truth because it's not his child. And you'd think that these stories are staged, right? And some of these shows that show certain things like this, yeah, it would be staged. But then when you actually understand in the Bible that there's a story where two women, because because Israel's under siege, they agree and make a covenant with each other. Okay, we're hungry and we're starving, so today we're gonna eat my child, but then tomorrow we're gonna eat yours. And they make a contract with each other. They actually so through in their minds that they actually agree to eat two babies over the course of however many days it is. And then whichever woman it is that goes first, she like comes to her senses when she's after she's ate the other woman's baby, and then hides her baby when it's time to eat hers, because she's had her hunger quenched, and now she's came to her senses and realized, man, what the hell was I thinking? And she thinks, well, it's not as wicked for me to eat another woman's baby, but it is wicked to eat a baby. But you know what I mean? And then them same women in the Bible story, which really happened, by the way, they came in front of a judge to speak about that. They was in front of the king to speak about that. And they wasn't ashamed to speak about it. They was like talking about like, yeah, where's the we want justice. So what we need to do now is bring the other woman's baby out so we can eat that baby. I want just like they didn't actually understand that the thing that they was confessing was wicked. Just like how these women didn't understand that the thing that they was confessing is wicked themselves. They're claiming to be ill, which that's a confession that you're a demon. And if we're under the Bible laws, you wouldn't be making out of that courtroom in a righteous society. If it was in the kingdom, people aren't going to be able to confess such things and get away with it. They ain't going to be able to do that, man. Now in this world you can do it because this world's under Satan. And then not only that, but then the women was calling him, one woman was calling him drunk and all kind of stuff. But you come to find out, no, actually he's not drunk. No, actually he wasn't an alcoholic and all this at the party. And he was bang on with everything that he was saying. And this is just another example of how extremely wicked women are, man. Like you almost can't even believe the kind of things that women will do in this world, man. They're absolutely sinister. And they'll actually think that they're justified in what they're doing. These women don't think it's wicked for them to have even like they couldn't even keep the contract that they made with each other. That's how wicked they are. And that's how women are. You can't even keep the contracts that you make with each other. The fake agreements that you make with each other. Oh, this is a girls' night. Let's go out, girls' night. No talking to boys, all right? No talking to any men that come up to us, right, girls? Yeah, we don't need men. And then they go out to their party and some man that they think is extremely handsome shows up and one or two of them are gonna try and play, nah man, we don't want to talk. And but one of them or two of them are gonna be on that guy. Yeah. And then they'll end up sleeping with that guy, man. Just to prove a point like, oh yeah, I could get him too if I wanted him. And then they're thinking of doing something, but now the guy would have just slept with all that friendship group. These two women that are supposed to be in a couple, it's wicked as hell for women to even do that anyway. They couldn't even just stick to the contract that they made with each other of he's gonna be the child's father is gonna be from the same man. They couldn't even stick to the contract that they made with each other. Which if they so desperately, and this is how you know that women are wicked, man. If they so desperately wanted their children to be of the same father, right? According to the Bible laws, according to Yahweh, the laws of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, they could have both been with this man on the right, especially considering they want to take his money though to pay for baby showers. So he had money to take care of them. So they could have just both said, we're not going to be no L's. We're going to be normal human beings and we're going to both be this guy's wives. Considering they was down for him to sleep with them both when they wanted him to get them pregnant so that they could be together. But why couldn't they have just both allowed him to sleep with them both continually over the course of their whole lifetimes and both be his wives? Considering he slept with them both anyway. You see how confusing this world is? And then not only that, the one, man, women are, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy, bro. The woman on the left, she ended up sleeping with another second guy. But remember, they're supposed to be L's though. They're supposed to not even want to deal with men on that kind of way. And then she told the guy on the left, told the guy on the right that the other guy is better in bed than him. But why is she reminiscing on how good a man is in bed if she's meant to be an L though? You see how they're wicked? Women in this society of just rebellion, right? Against what they know the true order of things is. They know men are stronger than them. They know men are more righteous. They know men are meant to rule. And they're just trying to rebel against it. And when it goes too hard for them to really cope and they realize they're just women and they're not really about that life like how we are, then all of a sudden, oh, we need men to help us, blah, blah, blah. Mate, it's ridiculous. Or every single man out there, yeah, most of the women that he's dealt with, if he would have been in an opportunity where all of them could have been his wives, right? As long as they would have been virgins or whatever, or even just in general, he'd have went for that deal. He'd have been like, all right, yeah. And then all of them women would have been his wives. And that would have been a less confusing society. But the way our women want to have it is, oh, we're going to get this guy to get us pregnant. But just in case, and because I wanted this guy to be the father, I'm going to sleep with him. But then at the same time, I'm going to expect this other guy to pay for it. And even these women that are L's, that want to claim stud life and all that, even they do the same kind of thing. But at the same time, they're trying to secretly trying to openly, publicly try and go on like they want the responsibility of a man. But then when they have to deal with it, they don't want to deal with it. Like, man, this world is sickening down here, man. And what does it say in second as the 15th chapter? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works have fulfilled, man. So we're gonna end up hearing even more wicked stuff than this. How do we know? Because the day of the Lord is not taking place right now. So even more crazy things than this are gonna happen, man. Even more crazy. What's gonna be next? A court case where it's two T's that have reversed themselves. Yeah. So now the one T is a man faking to be a man, and the other T's faking to be a woman, but they've still got their birth parts. And then they say, oh, we wanted to get him in on this. You know what I mean? Like, this world just through. And if you watch this video, like if you have already clicked off and watched this video, what I said to you, you'll be like, man, women really are just demons, man. And that don't mean every single woman on earth's wicked, right? But I personally believe that every single woman on this earth, just like we all are, trying to fight against being wicked, man. We're all trying to fight against spirits that are being cast on this earth, spiritual wickedness in high places. And women are the most easily influenced by that because in this society anyway, under this current kingdom and this current rulership, women are able to escape blame every single chance. And I'm gonna end the video there, man. I just came across this story. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, women are just all over the place, wicked on this earth. Absolutely, like it says right there, the word, man. Absolutely diabolical, right? And I'm gonna say shalom, man. Shalom.